Fun fact, did you know that in the iPad 9th gen, this is my school iPad, Apple, in this case, included a extremely accurate air pressure sensor. And there's this app called Firefox. It's free and it allows you to access all sorts of sensors in any mobile device, like GPS, the microphone, light sensor, camera, pretty much just anything, any sensor there is, they'll have something. And so this is a pressure sensor. This is German. Just started. It's not the fastest thing, but it is extremely accurate. Look at that. That's insane. Let it stabilize out a bit. Now, if I take it higher, there's less air, the higher we get. If we get high enough, there's almost no air. That's why you can't breathe on the Mount Everest. And even in my room, with this little amount of difference in altitude, it can still measure a drastic increase and decrease of pressure. So there's more pressure, air pressure here on Earth because the gravity pulls down the air pressure. And yeah, and the higher you get, the less it pulls, so the less air molecules there are. Yeah, that's why airplanes have a pressurized fuselage, for example. So you can breathe at extremely high altitudes. You can probably measure a lot of stuff with this. Like if you want to know if your house is on negative or positive pressures, when you've got an exhaust fan for a kitchen, for example, which is very important to remember that if you don't have somewhere where an extraction fan runs, like a kitchen, and you don't have a point where it can draw in air from the outside into the house, then it's gonna draw a vacuum. Of course, not a very high vacuum, but a vacuum nonetheless. Now, for humans it's obviously completely fine, but you'll start to notice that doors suddenly shut very quickly or open very hardly, and that's one problem. But the biggest problem of all, if you have an oven or furnace, worst of all a wood oven, it can draw the air backwards from the chimney into your house. There's actually little boxes they sell to measure the air pressure and control that this doesn't happen. But you can probably measure it with that. You can also probably measure if there's, like, if you have a hole in the wall where cold air keeps coming in from the outside. You can probably, or you might be able to measure where it's drawing the air from, because it's just so incredibly accurate. Look, it's like a meter higher, and the pressure drops, and then it's stable again. After a few moments. So this is not random. Go down. Now it's gonna go up again. I don't even wanna know how much that sensor costs. So they included an extremely accurate pressure sensor for no reason at all, but no fucking GPS module. Come on. No GPS, no mobile data. Automatic blinds. Pretty nice. Look at all those sensors. There's a pressure sensor. If I activate GPS, it measures something. Look at that. Satellites unknown. I think what it's doing is taking using Wi-Fi somehow. Sometimes it also just says -1 satellite. And this is just complete gibberish. What is this? Anyway, let's not get distracted. This is the air pressure. Just press play. Wait a bit. Yeah, that's it. You can also export the data along with other things. Yeah. Also, I've got cool upcoming videos, like how to turn a regular drill into like a standing drill, I don't know what it's called, into a wooden lathe, which actually works and I've used before. But first of all, I'm gonna clean up my workshop finally. And I'm doing that by programming a list. It's gonna take quite a while. I'm not just procrastinating, trust me.